When I was just a little boy growing up, a military family, my mom and dad, great parents, they used to take us to this lake house in Shell Lake, Wisconsin, on the northwest corner. And it's just a place that my dad used to visit when he was a little kid. And when I was about 10 years old, he was going to initiate me into a club that he created as a boy called the FHA. And the FHA was a boys' club that used the old ice house. This was an old cottage, and it had been converted into a boys' cabin with 2 bunk beds and concrete floors and throw rugs and model ships that boys had built and swords that were made from the wood that was at the camp. And we used to sleep out there. And that was a special moment. And he said, when you get to the right age, I'll be able to induct you into the FHA. So this summer was the summer it was all going to happen. Summer of 1985, I was at the lake house, and my dad told me that this was the week that I was going to be inducted. He said, now you have to do a few things. There's a few qualifications to be a member of our club. I said, tell me what they are. He said, first, every time you address any woman at the lake, you have to refer to her as, "Oh, gracious lady of the lake." My sister, who's 3 years older than me, who's sitting in the back of the room, as a 10-year-old boy, that was pure torture. And I think she loved every moment of that. He said I had to walk out into the woods by myself at midnight to take a leak. He said that any time that he said the words 10,000 aardvarks, I had to do 10 push-ups. Now, what did all that mean? It sounds like nothing, but for me in that moment, I was eating it up. As a 10-year-old boy, I was so excited, and then this one night towards the end of our vacation, he shows up to the door with my uncle, and they summon me to the FHA cabin. And we walk out, and they're making a big deal of it. You know, it's a big ceremony. And they sit me down at this table, and they explain to me what the FHA is all about. They explain to me who the Vromans are, what we stand for, what our values are, and how to live our lives. I'll never forget that moment. I'll never forget the temperature in the air. I'll never forget the words that was spoken. I remember exactly where I was sitting. Most importantly, I remember how I felt.